Hello, this is Dr. J, back with some more Let's Play Mario Golf. Last time we had our first defeat, playing as Sunny against Wario on the Shy Guy Desert. Sunny's draw isn't even that strong, is it? It's only 2 out of 4 of little pips, but yeah, as I said, I just don't play as well with characters who don't have a straight shot. So, who's the matchup going to be this time? Well, the character we're going to play as is another character who shoots straight, fortunately, Yoshi. Our opponent is going to be Luigi. Alright, and we're going to go on to the fourth course, Yoshi's Island, which should answer the question of why we waited to have one of the contestants be Yoshi, because of course we have to play as Yoshi on his own island. Now this one, I'm pretty sure some of the holes have some fairly crazy designs. The Shy Guy Desert didn't have anything too crazy, although there were some narrow fairways surrounded by bunkers and some pretty crazy slope on the greens. So we've got more strong wind to deal with, and I don't want to end up on a slope. So I think I'll compensate to the right and try to end up on the summit of that hill there. Now Yoshi's voice lines are of course just silly Yoshi noises, but let's go ahead and hear some of them. That's Yoshi shouting 4, I guess. Yoshi does make some pretty funny noises. So this is a little mean, because the green is downhill, which means you want to underpower it. But there's a bunker right in front of the green, which means if you overpower it too much, you're going to end up in the sand. I'm going to try using the power level it's at, put on backspin, compensate to the right. We'll see how this works out. This is a noisy course. Listen to all those animals. Well, into the bunker we go. I don't know why that was underpowered. It was a perfect shot, and the green's downhill, so I legitimately just don't know why that didn't go far enough. Nice on. Once again, just as with the previous match, I just don't have a feel for the game's physics right now, I think. Jeez, that barely got us onto the green. Shots out of the sand are so underpowered, it's crazy. Gonna be a win for Luigi? He'll probably sink this, I'm guessing. No, he missed. Okay. Well, we'll start off with a draw if we manage to sink this then. The slope's not too crazy, but the way I've been playing... Well, that's a loss for us then. Should have compensated less or not hit it as hard. Bogey. Yoshi's so sad. Nice starting off strong. Luigi has a pretty funny reaction to getting a par. He's like confused by it. Alright, well at least we get to watch him go first so we can learn from what Luigi does. Yeah, okay, so the wind will blow it to the left. About like that should be fine, I reckon. Hope we don't end up right behind a tree. That's about where I wanted it. 16 yards up. Okay, Luigi's hitting it way to the right. Probably partly to compensate for his... Oh! Not strong enough. Okay. So we probably want to overpower this quite a bit then. Even with the wind at our backs. Learn our lesson from what happened in the previous... on the previous hole. How will this work out for us? Okay. Whoa! Alright. Thank you, I can't disagree. That was pretty excellent. Alright. Oh, Luigi's still farther away from the hole.
Nice par.
Still confused by this concept of par. Okay. Yoshi's so happy to get a birdie. Now, I don't understand how Yoshi sees past his own nose. It seems like it should obstruct his vision somewhat. But we've tied it up, which is good. Unfortunately, now we have to go first, which means we don't get to watch what Luigi does. It's pretty downhill. Pretty scared to overhit it. So see, this is what I was talking about. There are greens on islands. How do you even get to the green? I'm really scared to overpower it and send it into the water. Let's try this. Play it real safe. I changed my mind about the backspin at the last second there. And let up on the backspin, which also threw off my timing on the aim. But it did about what I wanted. I just didn't have faith in my ability to land it on that tiny green. Didn't work out much better for Luigi either. Okay. We'll see if we can drop it right on the hole. Maybe not quite powerful. Never mind. Oh, too powerful. Alright, green edge, good enough. It might give us a pitching wedge, but we don't want that. We want to putt it from there. Yep. Okay, now it's raining, so the green is going to be super slow. So we want to overpower this for sure. Maybe too much power. No, the amount of power was fine. I just compensated too much for the slope. Oh man, Luigi, I cannot believe you missed that shot. That should have been an easy win for you. This is a real battle of incompetence here.
Bogey.
Real clash of the titans.
Bogey. Mamma mia.
A very green matchup too, with Luigi versus Yoshi on Yoshi's Island. Green everywhere. Ah, par 5. Now, oh, wind in our face. I was going to say we could maybe consider trying to reach the green in 2 shots, but no. Now with a 12-mile-per-hour wind right in our face. I guess let's just hit it straight then. And that pretty much did what I expected. Whoa, whoa, that's a lot of rightward rolling though. Settle down there, ball. Oh, that was pretty underpowered, Luigi. Yeah, that would have been a pretty ambitious shot to aim it forward from there. Alright, bounced back onto the green. Or the green, the fairway. Wow. That ball's just rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Okay. So... Ah. Good lord. That's theoretically possible. But all those trees in the way, and that headwind. I just don't see us getting to the green in 2 with this setup. Now with all those trees in our face and it's so uphill. Now it is sharply uphill, so we need to hit it farther than we think we need to. And there's the wind kind of blowing in our face. This may be overcompensating, but I'm... Oh. Also, we're on a slope, so we're going to be hitting it to the right. Let's compensate for that, too. I have no idea what this is going to do, to be honest. This might be terrible. Nope. That did exactly what I expected. Okay. Good. Wow, aiming way to the right. Oof. Luigi didn't even get it onto the green. Okay. Once again, it's uphill, so we definitely want to overpower it. No question. And the wind is mostly blowing to the left, but a little bit against us. Let's try this. Nice. Okay, I seem to have a feel-in for the game's physics right now. Wow. That was a pretty good shot. Also, AI is smart enough to switch to a putter and override the pitching wedge when it's appropriate. This should be pretty easy for us. I'll be irritated if I don't sink this. There we go. Alright, we've pulled ahead. We've taken the lead. Wow. Got a canyon here with a narrow fairway, and it's raining, but thankfully no wind. A little worried about it rolling down into the rough from there, although the rain should slow down any rolling that occurs. That was terrible. Wow, okay. That was a very bad outcome. Well, join us, Luigi. Although he's just in the semi-rough, so it worked out better for him. This could easily turn into a win for Luigi, because hitting it out of the sand is just a nightmare. Wow, it's just, the ball's not going anywhere for anybody. Yeah, like, if we go up to a higher club at all, then we're going to have to hit with perfect precision, so there's no point, really. Because if I mess up even a little, we'll just duff it. Well, this is going to be 3 shots to reach the green, then. But 3 shots to reach the green for Luigi as well, which could save us from a loss on this hole, as long as we don't screw up this shot. Still haven't quite figured out if rain slows down like tee shots and stuff too. Kind of seems like it does. That was a good shot. We're in a pretty good position to get par from there. Oh my god, that was very good. Probably going to be a draw then.
Nice par.
Overpowering it to compensate. Alright, so there's Yoshi's power animation. If we get an eagle, we'll get to see his eagle animation, which is pretty adorable.
Nice heart.
Okay, another crazy hole. Green at the summit of a hill, completely surrounded by sand bunkers. Oh, and 17-mile-per-hour wind is a bonus. There is no way to make this shot safe. It's so uphill, I think overpowering it pretty dramatically is appropriate. And that wind is really going to blow it to the right. Let's aim for about here. If it blows it to the right at all, we'll end up on the green as long as we aim there. Well, let's see how this works out for us. There's the wind curving, or the ball curving from the wind, and it wasn't powerful enough, and we ended up in the bunker, which is what we were trying to avoid. Even with that overpowering, it still wasn't strong enough. Well, things are just as bad for Luigi. Guess once 20 yards uphill, you need to overpower it really dramatically. Even more than I tried to do there. Alright, Luigi got onto the green, put on some serious backspin, and is in a good position to get par. Wow. Well, never goes very far when you hit it from the sand. Oh, Luigi overpowered it and we could get a win here. Luigi's AI definitely seems weaker than Wario's, which I guess confirms that the later you get in the character roster, the more difficult the CPU gets, which makes sense. You would want the later characters to be harder to unlock than the early ones, I suppose.
Nice heart.
And that's another win for us. Yeah, Luigi's a weaker opponent than Wario was, and I'm playing much better than I did with Sunny. Probably just the effect of using a character with a straight shot as opposed to a draw. Okay, so looks like we're going to have to reach the green in 3 here. I don't think reaching it in 2 shots is going to be realistic with Yoshi. Maybe doable with a super powerful character. Maybe. But we don't have one, so it's moot. No, the rain didn't seem to slow down the shot particularly there. I don't know why it was so underpowered before. Yoshi giving Luigi a Yoshi compliment. Most of Yoshi's compliment, quote-unquote, voiceovers pretty much sound the same. Only that last one is really noticeably different. Yeah, there's no point in doing that. So, back over here. Just be very safe. Compensate for the wind. Aim for the middle of the fairway here. Err on the side of caution. When you're ahead, there's no reason to make bold moves. Play conservatively to keep your lead. Okay. Let's way overpower it because our shots have seems to have a tendency to not be as strong as we expect them to be lately. How's that going to work out for us? Still not strong enough. Man. I would have thought that would have been about right, but nope. Still underpowered. Well, Luigi's set up better than we have. Let's see. Nah, I don't think I even need backspin when it's raining. The green's slow anyway. A little more power than I wanted. Nope, no, that's fine. That'll do. Alright, now Luigi's chances of sinking this are... Yeah, he didn't. So this is probably going to be a draw unless we manage to mess it up. Which we could. A little bit of a tricky slope. I think this will be about the amount of compensation we want. Uphill, raining, make it very powerful. Oh, we screwed it up. Not powerful enough. Probably a Luigi win. Yep.
Nice par.
Alright. Our lead has narrowed. On the upside, now we get to watch Luigi lead and learn from what he does. I may sound a little tired this episode and the previous episode. I'm recording them back to back even though they'll be uploaded a week apart. So I should sound pretty similar in both. I am rather tired is the reason. It's been a long week work-wise. It's not like it's been awful or anything, but it hasn't been great either, and it's been a while since my last vacation. Luckily, my next one's pretty soon. I'm fortunate that my job has pretty generous vacation policies. I appreciate that a lot, and I kind of need it because I burn out pretty easily if I don't get a reasonable amount of time off. And my definition of reasonable is like a lot. I can take off 8 weeks, no, not, yeah, 8 weeks a year, which is a heck of a lot. And it's about as much as I need to avoid getting burned out, as pathetic as that might sound. But yeah, it's pretty great getting to take so much time off. It's not quite as great as when I worked in academia and got all summer off. That was just glorious, but academia had too many other problems. So I decided to sacrifice the incredible getting summers off, and it was worth it, even though I did lose that benefit.
Nice on.
It was nice when I got summers off, though, because it was like 3 straight months to devote to creative projects and stuff, which really felt like enough time to get in the groove, and that was a nice approach, Luigi. Really felt like enough time to get in the groove and really get a lot done. I have a lot harder time sustaining productivity on creative projects when I'm working full-time. It's a lot easier to... too powerful. Didn't mean to hit it that hard. Oh, also overcompensated. My game's falling apart.
Nice par.
Probably... Okay, yeah, we're gonna tie then.
Nice.
Alright, that's fine. As long as we keep our lead. Obviously, we should try to extend it if we can. But yeah, when I've just... After, I don't know, 6 or so straight weeks of working full-time, I just get really tired and kind of lethargic. I know to a lot of people that probably sounds kind of pathetic. There's people who just work 80 hours a week constantly and love it, but that is not me by a long shot. I've never really held a job that I loved. I just, work to live. Not a live to work kind of guy, definitely a work to live type. Gotta keep a roof over the head and food on the table. Pay the bills. This will probably be about right due to the very strong tailwind. Yep. Good call on that one. Okay, not only are we hitting in an arc, but there's a very strong 20-mile-per-hour wind blowing to the right. So let's compensate for that like crazy. And in addition, overpower the heck out of this shot. Because that's way uphill. How's this going to work out for us? Too powerful. We can putt from there, though. But anyway, yeah. That's why I sound a little tired. Looking forward to my next vacation. I generally just take staycations myself. I'm not real into travel. Which kind of makes me an outlier. It feels like basically everybody I know loves travel, but I'm not real into it. It's expensive and it's annoying planning the schedules, and if you go somewhere far away and have to fly, well, A, I hate flying, and B, it feels like, because the service is so terrible, they're always canceling flights and redirecting and other annoying nonsense. Also, I live somewhere absolutely gorgeous, so I don't really have much incentive to need to go anywhere on vacation anyway. Oh, that was almost a beautiful putt. That was almost amazing. Oh, good thing for us, Luigi overcooked that putt.
Nice par.
He could have taken the lead if he had just cooled it a little bit.
Nice par.
As it is, we maintain our narrow lead. But yeah, I'm kind of a homebody. Staycations are my idea of a good time. I like to just relax. Spend lots of time getting out in nature, reading, playing video games. If I have the motivation, working on creative projects. That's my idea of a good time. But I am like 99 percentile on the introvert scale. I like lots of solitude. I mean, not all the time. I like hanging out with my friends too, but lots of alone time is A-okay by me. Alright, how much do we want to compensate for the wind? It's flat, so we don't need to worry about it being uphill from where we are. I've lost my confidence in my ability to compensate for this stuff accurately. Maybe let's try about like that and then undercook our shot. Actually, we are arcing our shot left, and then the wind will blow it back to the right, so maybe we actually, those things will cancel each other out roughly. And then let's hit it like that and undercook it a little bit, and put on some backspin. Okay, meant to undercook it a little more than that. Well, let's see how that worked out. Okay. Well, we're on the fringe again. See, this is why Wario was crushing us last time, because I was playing like this then too, where I was dumping all my shots really far away from the hole, And then he was getting his really close to the hole because he had all those amazing approach shots. And then it takes me 2 putts to reach the hole, and he would get there in 1. And that's why he won so many holes with birdies and just crushed us. I really need to get better at my approach shots, or we're just going to continue losing once we start playing against harder opponents again. Ooh, more powerful than I meant to make it. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Timing the putts is so hard, especially when you go up to 100 feet. Oh my god, are you serious? We deserve to lose. I mean, I don't mean to throw any shade on you, Luigi, but you didn't so much get that win as we gave it to you with terrible play. That was some abysmal putting. A poor approach plus abysmal putting. And now we're tied. We have lost our lead. Let's survey the landscape. So we've got a narrow, winding fairway with a lot of trees in the way. Ugh, this is pretty ugly, actually. We do have a strong tailwind. I would love to try to put it here and then try to get to the green in 2, but look at those trees that would be right in our way. We would just hit the ball into the trees. I could try aiming from here, but we'd be unlikely to have the distance to get it there in 2 shots then anyway. I could be real ambitious and try this and hope that the tailwind causes us to not end up in a bunker or something, that it pushes us onto the green. The trees might still kind of be in our way. I feel like being bold. Let's give it a try. We've got the power shots to spare. Are you serious? 1 more yard and it wouldn't have landed in the sand. Yoshi was just a little too weak. Would have worked out with a slightly stronger character. But by a margin of about a yard, that is not a gamble that paid off for us. Well, let's go to the... Okay, I was going to say let's go to the most powerful club we can without narrowing our aiming range to nothing, but it appears we're already at that point. So let's just get out of the sand as best as we can and hope we can get it to where we can get it to the green on the next shot. Okay, it didn't arc back at all there either. So I really should have just aimed the line straight where I wanted the ball to go there. Alright, Luigi set himself up for an easy par. Just putt it from there to get it close to the hole and then tap it in. So we need to do the same. That's a lot of tailwind. And it's downhill. Let's see if that's about right. Too powerful. But at least we are on the green. Okay, if Luigi sinks this, then the hole's a win for him. But he didn't. It would have been an amazing shot. So 65 feet away and he went almost full power, which tells you just how slow the green is when it's raining. Now we can get a win if we sink this, but I don't feel like that's likely. It's about the power level I was aiming for. I shouldn't have compensated at all. There was a little bit of slope, but it looks like the slope didn't matter in the least. Didn't move the ball at all.
Nice par.
We need to reclaim our lead. We can't just stay tied with him forever. Par 3, another green on an island hole, and it's way the heck downhill. So Luigi went under 75% power on a club with the exact same range as the distance to the hole. But that was actually a little underpowered, despite it being so downhill. That is way downhill, though. I'm surprised that was underpowered like it was. Let's try this with backspin. And aim a little right. Nope, so much for that. Luigi's was underpowered, ours was overpowered. Oh, that's a beautiful approach. Okay, so backspin about like that. Good, that did what I wanted. If it'll stop rolling. If it will stop rolling, thank you. Oh, Luigi undercooked it and has given us a chance to pull ahead. Let us take him up on that offer.
Nice.
All right. We pulled ahead. We're back in the lead. Well, this is turning into a long matchup, isn't it? I may be playing a little slow, too. Let's see if I can pick up the pace a little. I don't need to be quite so lethargic. Interesting course with the giant Yoshi fruits in the background. The watermelons and such. So, thinking about Let's Plays, I was feeling really in the mood for a mech game. And I had a lot of fun playing all the MechWarrior 2 games in my childhood and adolescence. MechWarrior 2, MechWarrior 3, and MechWarrior 4.
Nice on.
Really enjoyed all of those. And Mech Commander. Never cleared that one, though. That was a tough game. Oh, we're in an unfortunate position now where if we compensate for the wind, we're going to hit a tree. Well, hitting the tree would, you know, completely ruin the shot, so I guess we don't have much choice but to not compensate for the wind. And if it pushes us off the green, there's not much we can do. But the MechWarrior games, 2, 3, and 4, are all old enough that, yeah, we knew that was going to happen. But there was nothing we could do. We would have hit the tree otherwise. They're all old enough that they don't really work on modern PCs. So you have to like try to jump through weird hoops, like use DOSBox or set weird compatibility modes. I spent some time trying to get
Nice touch.
all the MechWarrior 2 games, MechWarrior 2, Ghost Bear's Legacy, and MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries, which is my favorite. I spent some time trying to get those working, and I just couldn't. I got it to the point where a couple of them would kind of sort of run, but then they would just like not accept input. You know, the game just kind of craps out and stops working properly, even though it kind of runs. And ditto for Mech Commander. I got it to where the game would at least launch and it would play the opening, which seemed promising, but then when it gets to the menu, after a few seconds, the game just kind of seems to crash. So I wasn't able to get any of the mech games I wanted to play working, which is a little unfortunate because really, really felt in the mood for some old school MechWarrior games. But I mean, you know, first world problems. There are people in the world who are starving, so I'm not gonna throw a fit over not being able to play these old games I would like to play. But it was a shame. And if anybody feels like they're kind of an expert at getting any of those old mech games working, MechWarrior or Mech Commander, hit me up. If you could help me get those working, I'll totally let's play them. So I was looking into what kind of mech games I could just play on one of my emulators. Because obviously I have a bunch of emulators that are working and that I can record no problem, as my channel makes obvious. So basically console-based mech games. Apparently there was a version of MechWarrior 2 that was ported to the PlayStation 1. So I might play that. The control scheme would feel a little odd, though. To me, it just doesn't feel right playing a MechWarrior game with anything other than mouse and keyboard. But I could try it. And then there's the Armored Core games for various PlayStation consoles. Oh, that was... Why was that so undercooked? It wasn't even close. Look, that didn't even get close to the green. Is it because of the backspin I put on it? Because I know backspin can also affect the power of your shot. I don't know. Sometimes I just don't understand the physics of this game in the least. Just does not act how I expect at all. But there's also the Armored Core games for various PlayStation consoles, and maybe I'll play some of those, or at least one of those. I don't like Armored Core as much as MechWarrior. The lore, the setting is not as interesting to me. And the controls, like, they don't make use of the twin sticks, which is just bizarre. I mean, if there's anything that you would want to use twin stick controls for, it would be a mech game, right? But instead, you have to use, like, the left stick plus the shoulder buttons. It's really odd. And that's probably... And I don't really like the music much in the Armored Core games. Apologies if there just happen to be any big Armored Core fans watching who think the music is great, but I don't think it's very good. Especially compared to the MechWarrior 2 games. Oh, okay. I guess I shouldn't have compensated for the slope at all. Because the MechWarrior 2 games have just phenomenal soundtracks.
Bogey.
So there's a variety of reasons why I just don't think that Armored Core measures up to MechWarrior.
Nice heart.
Well, so much for our lead again. Oh my gosh, what is this? Not only is the green on an island in the middle of a sand bunker, but the green itself has a sand bunker in the middle of it. What the heck? Well, let's see what Luigi tries to do about this. Okay, well, I don't know why he hit it in that direction. The power level seemed about right. So... let's try this. Same power level, but don't hit it in a stupid direction like Luigi did. But yeah, since I'm really in the mood for some mech games, maybe I'll play some Armored Core, perhaps. Or maybe some old Front Mission games. Those are some fun turn-based strategy mech games. I'm not promising any of this, by the way. I'm just kind of thinking out loud about things I'm considering Let's Playing, but this is not a pledge that I'm definitely going to be LPing those anytime soon. I'm just considering it. Oh, more power than I meant to do. Wow! Okay, I underestimated that slope. I'm apparently pretty bad at slopey greens in addition to all the other things I'm bad at. Okay, Luigi's basically just giving up and throwing the game to us at this point. There was no reason for him to miss that. The first two matchups, which went really well for me, were making me feel pretty good about my skill at this game, but this match and the previous one are really wrecking my confidence. Alright, that is some severe wind. So let's play it safe. Try to shoot it where it's guaranteed. What the? I compensated that much and it wasn't enough? Like I was just saying about my confidence of this game and my understanding of the physics. Yowza. I did not think the wind would blow it that much. That was just crazy. Okay, if you're going to be like that. Okay, and we hit the side of the cliff. Alright, so much for this match. Or this hole, anyway. I'm actually a little irritated by that. The wind just blew it so much it was ridiculous. Fine, if I'm not allowed to compensate for the wind because I'll hit the cliff, then I won't. Fine, I'm just going to throw a temper tantrum and give up on this hole. Screw this hole. That was stupid. Let's just forget that ever happened. Everything about that was dumb. Alright, so yeah. The ball didn't land anywhere near where the grid said it would, so this is going to be underpowered apparently. Alright, well I think where it's aiming now is fine. So much wind. Okay, that was pretty good. That went about where he was aiming it.
Nice on.
Somewhat to the left, but that might have been because he was hitting from a slope, right? Alright, what's this gonna do? About what I wanted it to do.
Nice on.
Farther away from the hole than I was hoping for. I don't think we have much chance of getting it in one. Not with the way I've been putting. These slopey greens are the death of me.
Nice touch.
Yeah, there's very little chance of sinking this. But if we can just get it close enough. Wow, okay, I drastically underestimated that slope. The rain is not helping, I'm sure.
Nice par.
Another franchise I really, really like is Castlevania. So I might consider playing a variety of Castlevania games too.
Nice par.
Aside from mech games, that's one of the main things I'm considering right now. Ooh. This is really neck and neck, isn't it? Oh wow, we're on hole 18. Well, if either Luigi or I pulls off a win here, then the match is over. If we're still tied, I don't know, does it go to sudden death? I actually don't remember what happens in the event of a tie. Well, no, a power shot seems like a bad idea because the fairway is super narrow there. 14 miles per hour. The wind is so strong. Let's hope that pushes it onto the fairway. Okay. That did about what I wanted.
Nice shot.
Okay. Yeah, hitting it directly at the hole is a dumb idea for a lot of reasons. So, about like this. About like that. Luigi and Yoshi playing pretty evenly so far. Okay. Looks like he didn't compensate adequately for the wind and his sloped or his arced shot there. And it didn't really go all that far either. Let's try this for a shot. Wonder if we can even go up one more club from that. Yeah, let's try this.
Nice on.
Alright, pretty good. Looks like I was right to way overcook that shot. Oh, beautiful approach from Luigi. Nice recovery from
Nice approach.
his poor previous shot. Oh, I'm sink to win, but that's not going to happen, is it? Because I am just sucking at these slopey greens. What'll this do? Never mind.
Nice birdie.
We win. We pull out a win on the 18th hole. We did it. We did it, guys. Oh, man. Yoshi versus Luigi was one heck of a matchup. That was exciting. That could have been anyone's game. Well played to you, Luigi. A worthy opponent. Alright, so we're 3-1 so far. That's not a bad record. Our first two matchups were crushing wins for us. Then we got pretty much killed by Wario. Crushing win for the opponent. And then a narrow win against Luigi. Been pretty exciting. Alright, well. Next up, we'll be on to the 5th course. And another matchup of characters who haven't played each other yet. We'll see how it goes from there. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I'll see you then. Bye.